Okay, I'm back. Now to figure out where I'm at here. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything popping up just yet. Trying to figure out where I want to go because there is nothing popping anywhere at the moment. All right, the latest massive scale discussion, tornado watch likely. Looks like it's going to be covering the Boot Hill and in northeast Arkansas, western Kentucky, and western Tennessee. They are expecting a few strong to intense tornadoes in that area. And it looks to be that I bet you the Cape is just intense down there. Yeah, low level shear and buoyancy is expected to be the strongest in that area. Well, I think I'm heading south. I think we're going to go down to southern Illinois and western Kentucky, and we're going to see what we can do. So let's map out how we're going to get there. I mean, 55 maybe would be a good shot to get down there. Looks like they may have shifted. No, it looks the same. All right, yeah, I think we're going to go south. I think we are definitely going to go south. See what happens when storms start firing up down there. We're about to get into the really heated part of the day. Might take an hour or two to get down there, so I think that's my plan. I think we're going to go down there and see if we can catch us a tornado. Oh, and they just issued the tornado watch for southern Illinois, the Boot Hill area of Missouri, extreme northeast Arkansas, western Kentucky, western Tennessee, and the very tip of southwest Indiana. All right, I think we'll go down there. So it's Primary, this is a particularly dangerous situation. Primary threats include several tornadoes and a few intense tornadoes likely, several scattered large hail with isolated very large hail events to 2.5 inches in diameter possible, scattered damaging wind gusts to 70 miles per hour is likely. Intense supercell development is expected to occur through the late afternoon with multi-round severe storms expected to occur across much of this region through the evening as deep layer low-level winds continue to strengthen. This includes the potential for tornadoes, such of which are likely to be strong to intense EF2, EF3 plus large hail damaging winds are also expected. All right, so PDS Tornado Watch to the south. Doesn't appear anything's forming yet. But, yep, we're definitely heading south. It's going to be a long night, guys. As soon as somebody lets me know that they can see my stream, that would be fantastic. Seems like I remember how to drive. Alright, so definitely heading south, which was my initial play and my initial feeling to begin with. It was just stronger cape, stronger wind shear. Just everything looked to be like really violent down there. And the PDS tornado watch that just hit confirms my suspicion. So looks like we're heading to southern Illinois, Kentucky. Just as soon as I can get out of here. PDS Tornado Watch is a particularly dangerous situation. There's a very good chance New Madrid, Missouri, Memphis, Tennessee. It ain't gonna be pretty if something forms. Jam, if you're watching, say something. I suggest you come back later too, because in a couple hours, I'm going to race down there as fast as I can. before storm initiation fires up. I have every intention on getting a tornado on the stream today. I worked out, like, I had to work out a lot of kinks. I still don't know if I've got this fully operating the way I want it to, but at least it's a good start. I think Interstate 55 might be my best bet to get down to that area where it's gonna really blow up. I mean, this PDS tornado watch is going out pretty far too. I mean, it's going all the way out to like inside of Kentucky. I don't know the counties very well in Kentucky, but I know it's a couple counties from Bowling Green. So it's going pretty far out there. So there may be tornadoes going all the way down for a while tonight. Peekaboo Jam. I've got a new fan on here. Yeah, I noticed that, babe. I don't even know how I got it to that size, but it's definitely bigger. I see if there's anything you can do to get it full screen. There's a chance I may be chasing these tornadoes straight into baby's backyard. Damn, Jam, I'm telling you. It may be crazy tonight. But it's definitely going to... I knew it was going to be more volatile in the south. I just hope I didn't ruin the chance of getting there by going to the northern storms along the boundary. That's okay. At least you told Jam Jam for me you said hi. What this looks like. It's 3 o'clock local time. This is my best way. I mean, I could take 55. It'll go through Missouri though, and I don't know if I want to do that necessarily. But I think that may be my best option. Now, eventually, I want to get an overlay where it shows my radar, my location, and stuff on the screen. You guys are going to have to forgive me too on the chat because I was on my phone earlier, but I have to have my phone radar. I gotta know where I'm at. I gotta know, because it's already got locked in GPS, and until I can get a setup, you know, while chasing, to to where I can see where I'm at on my, while streaming with a radar, setup. I got to use my phone so I can see where I'm going. So I can't really see the chat so much, but I'll try my best to kind of glance down. Now, eventually I'm going to have, not this vehicle, because this is going to wind up being the wife's vehicle at some time, but I am going to get a laptop stand for my next vehicle, and at some point I will be implementing weather instruments, cameras, and have everything set up to where I'll have a 360 view of all angles, so when there is indeed a storm, I can just go click and it'll show that footage from that side of the vehicle. But yeah, PDS Tornado Watch, Southern Missouri, the extreme southeast Missouri, and the Boot Hill, Western Kentucky, Southern Illinois, Western Tennessee, Northeast Arkansas, like Jonesboro's area. Jonesboro has seen its fair share of destructive tornadoes over the years. I'm on Interstate 55 heading south toward Memphis. Got to get through St. Louis. I just hope I can get down there before the storm starts firing up. I really don't need to be chasing the storms from 50 miles behind. I say that, and there is now another tornado warning up by O'Fallon, Missouri. That is heading straight toward my father-in-law. Sarah, you might let your dad know that there's a tornado warning coming towards him. 3 o'clock, downtown St. Louis. There's the arch for your viewing pleasure. The gateway to the west. I don't know if anybody's ever been on the arch, but I have. Pretty sure my wife has. She's from St. Louis. But it's pretty neat up there. Get a good view of a lot of areas, city, Busch Stadium. I think I just missed my exit. I hate downtown St. Louis. Too busy focused on the arch. Yeah, I'm on 64 now. That's okay. I can get back on 55 over here. Sun's peeking out over here. Speaking of Busch Stadium, it's right in front of me. Welcome to St. Louis. Don't get shot. My new friend I made on here comes back. He was pretty handy. He was watching the radar for me while I was trying to get my stream fixed. He said he'd be back. Seemed like he knew what he was talking about too, so that's very helpful. Out of St. Louis, and I'll do what I can to blast south. Going to ignore the tornado warning heading to St. Charles. Yeah, the screen's a slight improvement. I mean, it's at least twice the size, if not a little bit more. I just don't really have the time to jack with it, but at least got it a little bigger, and you can zoom in on the screen. I do miss OBS because OBS, after I was on it, it was full screen. And I just haven't had time to jack with Streamlabs. I tried to get onto OBS and it wouldn't let me. I was getting a little upset with that because I literally had a tornado warning coming right at me and I couldn't get live to stream. That's why I went to my phone. And then I got to the point where I was like, I'm not doing this. It's too dangerous of a day. There's going to be way too many big supercells out there for me to be rolling blind. I got to have a radar that I can look at. Jam, tell baby to watch my stream. She actually better because these storms are coming to her tonight. I told Barbara, I was was like, I bet you didn't have seeing me on your bingo card for today. Quite a few viewers earlier when I initially went live. I mean, a lot for me. I mean, I'm not Ryan Hall, I'm not Brandon Kopic, you know, max velocity. This is crazy. The speed limit's 55. Nobody's going even remotely close to that. Alright, out of St. Louis City. My car says the speed limit's 90 miles an hour. I think not. I don't think I'm in Montana. Man, that temperature's already got up 5 degrees in the last 5 minutes since I've been driving south. It is definitely going to be hot. Well, that's okay. She's got a phone. She can watch it on her phone, just like you. Honestly, this is the time she needs to watch it, because like I'm literally going to possibly be driving right to her place. Before this night is over, I may wind up in Logan County. Yes. Yeah, I got a pretty good thick deck of cumulus clouds out here. The trick is you want them to clear out a little bit so they start building. They start getting, you know, start bubbling up. That's when they start coming down. I haven't been this far down on Interstate 55 in a long time. I think Mikey was like 5. Well, no, I think I've been to Six Flags since then, but I'm pretty sure Six Flags is not too far from here. My car still says the speed limit's 90 miles an hour. I wish. Still don't see anything bubbling up down there in that Forbes corner area down there. It's not really a corner. The Quad State area, that's what we'll call it. Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Kentucky. I guess you could add Illinois. Because if I'm going to go hit Kentucky, I'm going to have to go through either Illinois or Tennessee. Because there's no way inside Kentucky from Missouri without going through one of those two states. And to be fair, I don't think I've ever been to Tennessee. So if I wind up in Tennessee, it'll be a new state to add to my states. Get a subscriber earlier. That was the guy that was chatting with me for a while on the stream. Hopefully he comes back. I think he may be from Illinois. He seemed to really recognize that area. Away from what? I'm a long way away from you. I'm probably 1,300 miles away from you, Jam. I'm about 280 miles from home. About 150 miles away from the target area, probably. The campers in the left lane. I will say that the hail event down here doesn't look to be as strong as it's been the last couple of days, like in Oklahoma. Like they were looking at 4-inch hail, as high as 5-inch hail in Oklahoma. I think they're calling for just sort of probably tennis ball size hail, which is still big. I mean, I don't want to get hit by that. kill our dude. Oh, from babies? Oh, I'll probably. I mean, it's really hard to say. Probably 4 hours, maybe 5. Still nothing forming. There's a cut through. Storm's firing up in Cape Girardeau. They just bubbled up too, man. So I might need to cut through into Illinois. I think you can cut through and go east into Illinois, Cape Girardeau. am I heading? Probably to a place where I could go east at some point. So I'm probably going to cut. The storm's firing already down here by Cape Girardeau. I'm probably heading down to by Paducah, honestly. Paducah's like right in the middle of the action. Now, I should have just trusted my gut earlier when I said I wanted to go south, because I knew this was going to happen. Now I'm playing catch up without mustard. But yeah, honestly, probably Paducah. Down in that general area. I'm hoping I can get good road networks. So I'm probably going to have to cut through and get back into Illinois. Looks nice now. You mean like the stream or the clouds from the sky? I mean, that clearing in the sky is going to cause the instability to ramp up, and let me tell you, it's now 85 degrees outside. So yeah, the air down here is so much more unstable. I can imagine the dew points are probably a little higher as you get a little further south too. I mean, yeah, that air is just, the atmosphere is just ready to explode. I think I'm gonna search. Paducah, Kentucky. Oh, Lord. Alright. It'll still be daylight. Let's go.
Your route may be affected by tornado watch.
Oh no, tornado watch is going to affect my route. Whatever am I going to do? I could have already been down in that area if I would have just trusted my gut. No, I went to go fetch a storm, but didn't produce because it did good. I mean, the storm that I was on when I was trying to stream looked promising. It had a good hook on it, and it had some rotation. I don't think it dropped though. It sure didn't have any signs of it falling, and it was within my sight. So if it would have even rain wrecked, I would have been able to tell if it was down. But there was nothing on the correlation coefficient that showed that there was any debris being wafted. So there was no CC drop. Not as far as I thought, mile-wise. Probably 153 miles to Paducah. It's just a matter of getting there before it really starts blowing up. So I'm not trying to catch up. I like to be right behind them, not far behind them. on 55 for about 79 more miles, so it's about halfway there whenever I get off at the exit that I need to get off at. So yeah, basically Cape Girardeau, that's pretty much where I'm cutting through to get into Illinois to be able to go back south to continue east. Our highway system sucks sometimes. You just can't drive straight, and that's understandable. I mean, I guess. I desperately want to get a tornado on stream today. I feel like this is my best chance to get one, as long as I can get there. Chase until my wheels fall off. Started this channel just a year ago. Got almost to 100 subscribers. Let's see if we can get over that 100 today. Let's see if we can really go. I mean, especially if I end up hitting tornadoes, if I can share that stream. I got my PayPal up in case if anybody does want to donate to help out with the chase. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't do super chats and things like that until you get at least 1,000 subs. Until you can start making money off the channel. Well, you tend to get more subscribers when you tend to have something worth watching. So that's what we're going for today. Get something worth watching. I had some good stuff earlier, but unfortunately, I just can't seem to pull the right stream together. Like I had my last decent stream I was in Arkansas last year for an enhanced risk of tornadoes with a 10% enhanced risk, and all it did was just flood. It turned into a flood event. But I got to meet Freddie McKinney, so that was pretty cool. And Storm Runner Media. So Freddie gave me a shout out on his live stream. That was nice. Take my phone off my charging clip up there because it was getting hot. And I've got air conditioned seats now, so my laptop should help keep my laptop from getting overheated. And I've got my phone on it for the most part. Jam traffic sucks. I hate traffic, but this isn't near as bad as it is, like, say, at home at this time. got 101 subscribers now. Nice. I'm a tenth of the way there. See, you get some people in there that, you know, get on your stream and like what they see, you'll get some subs. So let's go. Maybe I can double it or triple it tonight with this chase with a massive wedge in front of me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the subs rolling so I can start making money so I can buy some good stuff for my chases. Good cameras. Weather instruments. Get professional. Like I always say, 90% of your storm chasing is driving without chasing. There's lots of stuff bubbling up. The mighty blips are blipping. The blips are blipping. Down in Cape Girardeau, just to the southeast of that, southwest of that, and northeast of that. Kentucky's big. It's long is what it is. Like, it might take you like an hour and a half to 2 hours to drive from north to south of the state, but it takes you a good probably 4 or 5 hours to drive. I mean, honestly, maybe 6, because when you get to the western or eastern part of Kentucky, you got the mountains up there. I mean, I've been as far west as Ashland, Kentucky. I've been up into Huntington, West Virginia too, but it's pretty It's a wide state. It's a narrow, but it's a wide state. Jam, I'm gonna have to buy you and baby both a map. Especially, well, baby more than you because you have an excuse. You're not from here. Baby didn't know where Wisconsin was when she was in Chicago. I was like, you're like 30 minutes from there. I mean, yeah, I'll give you a pass since you're a Canadian Maple Leaf. St. Genevieve. How's the stream looking? Because I'm not on OBS Studio, I can't tell how like the frames are looking. I mean, I'm in the middle of nowhere, Missouri, on the east side, so I am curious to know how the stream's looking. And my camera's just a live feed, so. Heading down here. Let's have to take a glance at weather-wise. I-55 is just loaded with storm chasers. He's on the other side of St. Genevieve, though. He's actually. He's probably a half hour out from Cape Girardeau. I guarantee you, I know where he's going. I mean, the storm's already far enough to Cape Girardeau, so I'm just really hoping. Brandon Kopic's already there. Man, I knew I should have just went south. That's what happens when you don't trust your gut. Last time I trusted my gut, and the Mississippi is the only thing that kept me from catching those storms. Hopefully everybody watching does like the stream. Let's get it out there. All three is. That's all I can see. Is how many viewers I got And I don't know who's viewing unless they talk to me. That's kind of a bad thing about it. You don't know who's watching. Sure, it's pretty down here. I've never been down this far in the Boot Hill, or heading to the Boot Hill. It's gorgeous down here. Look at all these just lush green tree, call it arrival. It's also not the best thing to have when you're chasing tornadoes. That's when you have to rely on your radar. You have to know where you're at in accordance to the center of the circulation. I can't believe I topped the century mark, man. That makes me feel good. It took a long time to get there. And I was at 95 when I left today. So I picked up 6 today, plus a very vocal commenter. I had 2 of them that were commenting with me quite a bit earlier when I was on my phone. I'm assuming both of them ended up subscribing because they were both, into it, asking me questions and stuff. Like one asked me how long I've been chasing, and I was like, well, I've been spotting and chasing, for about 12, at least 12 years, 13 years now, but I was like, I just started streaming my chases a year ago, so I'm very novice at the, streaming part of it. So, and then when you start streaming, you kind of lose a little bit of your focus on the chasing part of it. That's what I can look at radar, and help you navigate, especially when you're in Arkansas. Arkansas's road network sucks too, because me and my brother could have saw a tornado last year if we had a better road network. That is definitely one of the things I miss about not having my truck. Because I wasn't worried about storm chasing in it because I could pretty much get through any type of situation in that truck. That's okay. Soon I'll have another one. Get a used one. There's no point in getting a new one if you're going to go out and storm chasing it anyway. You might as well get something that it's okay if you get a little bit of hail damage on it. As long as it's reliable and doesn't break down on you on the chase. That'll run it. GMC, you the man. Too bad for you, I think you gotta do the same thing. Come on, you yahoos, get out of my way. Seriously. You're impeding on my progress. not even no care in the world. Got a guy in a Hyundai Sonata from Washington. He is a long ways from home. Come on, man. Get the message. Get out of the way. We're blocking everybody. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad it hasn't froze for you yet. That means the hotspot's doing its job for the most part. So, may have fixed one issue. Now, granted, when I start getting into some of these bigger storms, especially the storms that are really tall and are really putting down some heavy rain and hail and dropping tornadoes, there is a chance that we're buffered when that starts happening. I mean, I would expect it to, but we'll see. I mean, it did survive pretty well the pouring rain, and this technically is my second stream with the new hotspot. But apparently, next weekend I'm going to have to play with my Streamlabs and figure out what I can do with it, since apparently this is how I'm streaming now, is on Streamlabs. Yeah, I know, JM. I would have already been down here if I did it. I would have been down here in that position a couple hours ago. And I am very curious about this storm at Cape Girardeau. Let's see where I'm at in importance to it, because I'm getting closer to it. I mean, Randy Topic's still on it, so it must have some rotation on it. But it doesn't look like it's doing anything. Spinning that wall. Let's get windy. Tornado warning right now in Missouri. up to the north. Couldn't wait a second, did you? There was literally nobody behind me. Never mind. I see why you did it. Alright, you can go now. Since I just dropped 30 miles an hour, I'm gone. Ask baby how much gas is in Kentucky, but I guarantee you she does not know the answer to that question. Now I guess I should probably let my brother know what my plan is, because he might want to look for it on the radar for me. Deserve a star. Let's go. Yeah, he's there. clouds towering up to my east here. It's pretty much where I'm heading. Still nothing warm down there. does. There's a White Castle.
In 2 miles, take exit 95 toward Cape Girardeau.
One thing about storm chasing, you sure do end up in different spots of it.
In half a mile, take exit 95 toward Cape Girardeau. Take exit 95, then keep right. Keep right.
Oh, that's there's a Menards.
Continue for 7 miles.
Hi. Well, now I can see why it's going to take an hour and a half to go 70 miles. Well, I'm back in Illinois. Oh, that was smart. You know what Illinois' slogan should be? Hey, at least we're not Ohio. These storms are not impressing me right now. They're not impressing me whatsoever.
Take your next right onto Illinois 3. Turn right onto Illinois 3.
I'm back. I'm near California. No, I'm back in Illinois, but I'm down by Kentucky. I'm heading down toward Paducah to see if anything pops up. I got the screen a little bit bigger. I'm wondering if something's gonna the whole